Mr. Price. A big one.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, friends, special guests, I want to welcome you all, our guests, to the celebration of International Human Rights Day. Let's give them a hand. Human Rights Day. Human Rights Day is observed annually around the world on December the 10th. It commemorates the anniversary of one of the world's most groundbreaking global pledges, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This landmark document enshrines the inalienable rights that everyone is entitled to as a human being, regardless of race, religion, gender, language, political opinion, or national origin. The Declaration was proclaimed by the United Nations General Assembly in Paris in December the 10th, 1948, and it sets out, for the first time, fundamental human rights to be universally protected. The Global Day of Recognition is celebrated throughout the state of California in cities such as San Francisco, Riverside, San Jose, and today we're happy to celebrate here in Los Angeles. For International Human Rights Day, I'm proud to be joined by the LA Civil Rights Department, who's a co-sponsor today. The department has been instrumental in leading our city's human rights values through strengthening and maintaining diversity, equity, and accountability. And they continue to be effective cheerleaders. We're also joined by the U.S. Africa Institute. The Institute, who's based in CD9, is a community of educators, students, and citizen diplomats who are committed to addressing the educational inequalities and promoting democracy, peace building, and cultural exchange from South LA to Africa. Through its programs and initiatives, the U.S. Africa Institute aims to create a more equitable and just society by providing academic support, fostering conversations and dialogues, and strengthening the relationships between Africa and Americans. Today, we recognize Tigist Faridi and Meseret Mirbati, who have both made significant contributions to humanitarian causes, especially those focusing on underserved communities in Los Angeles and Ethiopia. Tigist is founder of the December 10 Humanitarian Aid Foundation, which has launched to support marginalized students and families both in LA and Ethiopia. The foundation focuses on addressing immediate humanitarian needs such as food, shelter, and basic necessities, particularly for displaced refugees and war-torn communities. Through her foundation, she has been deeply involved in projects that support humanitarian efforts through education and community resilience. Additionally, Tigist has involved in several humanitarian organizations, including refugee and humanitarian and immigrant efforts serving organizations like Border Task Force, the Ethiopian Association of LA, an organization that serves Ethiopian immigrants and refugees. Meseret is a goodwill ambassador for the Children's Heart Fund of Ethiopia and has actively worked to engage in fundraising and humanitarian advocacy for children with heart conditions in Ethiopia. She has helped raise thousands of dollars to support the treatment of care of children suffering from heart defects. She has also been instrumental in raising funds for the Ethiopian monastery in California, where she facilitated donations that supported both religious and humanitarian initiatives. She has focused on supporting women's and children's rights in Ethiopia and Los Angeles, contributing to various humanitarian programs that aim to improve health care, education, and economic opportunities for vulnerable populations. Both Tigist and Meseret have used their platforms to raise awareness and mobilize resources for vital humanitarian initiatives, focusing on alleviating the hardships faced by marginalized groups in both LA and the Ethiopian diaspora communities. Both of you are remarkable sheroes. I want to thank you for your impactful work and all you do to make our city and our world a better place. Finally, in recognition of your efforts, we have a certificate. So just to express our appreciation and want you to know that we keep you all the way.
Thank you so much, Mr. Price, and another big round of applause for this recognition.